Hey guys, on this video we're going to take a look at MBVX. Let me just pull it up here on Market Watch. I forgot to do that before recording. Alright, so let's take a look at news. Um, let's see, 9:04 a.m. today. VX up 22%. Early stage MVT. I'm not quite sure what that is, but apparently it was good enough news to make a gap up pre-market. But not good enough to have it have the move continue throughout the trading session. But anyway, let's take a look at the levels here. It's just one of another lemon. And sorry if it sounds like I'm complaining. The market is a market, and you play with the cards you're dealt. But that's just the way the market's been. Let's take a look at it. So we have the breakout, right? So breakout 202 all the way to 260, 58-cent move. That's really nice, very attractive. Um, why is it very attractive? Well, to me personally, I've noticed that on 5-minute charts, on 5-minute setups, the bigger the first breakout is, the bigger the second breakout has a chance to be. So, when I see 5-minute bull flags where the first breakout's only, I don't know, 20 cents, 15 cents, I'm not that interested, right? So that's, this is very attractive. So we take a look at the first candle. Let's take a look at the volume here. It's the candle with the highest volume, 358,000 shares. Okay, so we have a long wick here. So towards the end of the 5-minute period, it started selling off. Next candle, pullback candle. So let's take a look at the volume. It's 172,000 shares, about half of the breakouts volume, which is okay. We definitely want to see less volume, but let's keep in mind that it started selling off on the first candle. So just something to keep in mind. And we see that the first pullback candle pulled back more than 50% of the breakout. Actually, I would say, well, that looks like 85% or something like that. And that's typically not the scenario you want, but it's still, it's okay. A lot of stocks pull back a bunch and then end up breaking out again. And on this particular one, I was actually quite, when this third candle started forming, I started liking it. I did not trade it uh, because it didn't get to the level I wanted to get. But if you're just looking from this candle, from the third candle behind, what happened before that, it looks pretty decent. So let's take a look at the red candle. So the red candle, the third candle. The reason I say I liked it is because, well, yes, it went below the moving averages, but you know, uh, sometimes that doesn't matter a whole lot. But it's a smaller candle on a lower volume than the previous candles. Much lower volume than the first pullback candle. So what that tells me is that you know buyers are waiting for the next candle to break the high of this candle, which was 213, and for it to break out. Uh, and that also sellers or rather traders that are in the position are not selling quite yet because they believe that it's gonna go back up. Uh, but no, that does not happen. It actually crosses below the 200 EMA, all the way down to 188, and from there it just dies, right? So let's take a look what it did. Yeah, didn't do anything. Just keep going lower and lower. So why does this happen? Why is this seems to be the recurring theme for the week? I don't know. You see a bunch of volume. I talked about it in my last video, reviewing MYO, I think. You see a lot of volume, and then they just lose interest, or they just sell it all off, and they don't wait for the second breakout, or they don't make it happen. All of the traders out there. So I'm not quite sure what it is, but this week has been like this, and it's been tough to trade. So you have to have very tight stops, be very disciplined, uh, and trade with smaller size when you notice something like this. At least that's what I've been doing, and thankfully, I've been able to avoid big losses. Imagine if I had, bought this stock right here on this candle, goes all the way down, just being hopeful that it will come back up. I mean, it just doesn't happen, right? So yeah, I mean that's MBVX. Tough week, but hopefully next week. Well, next month. Tomorrow's the first, so hopefully tomorrow will be better. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, comments, suggestions on the comment section. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a good one.